The cost of living in the whole continent of Europe has increased a lot in recent years, especially in its major cities of western and central parts. However, at large, Europe is home to more than 900 cities, with the majority being smaller cities hosting a rough population of around 100,000 to 250,000 inhabitants. While on the contrary, only around 35 cities are considered large with a population exceeding 1 million. But regardless of the population, all of these cities are experiencing a sudden surge of inflation. Nevertheless, in this video, we have listed 15 of the most underrated cities to reside for cheap in Europe. These cities might not be dirt cheap, but they are way cheaper than their more prominent counterparts. Moreover, all of these cities are unique in their own way, with a diverse culture, varied topography, different climates, and a pleasant atmosphere. Despite being underrated, these cities don't lack modern-day services and facilities like healthcare and transportation. Some of these already cater to a decent amount of international folks, so settling in might be easy for newcomers. Number 15. Dresden, Germany. Located in the southeast of Germany near the border of the Czech Republic, Dresden is a major city with over 550,000 permanent residents and 45,000 students. Despite catering to a large populace, Dresden is very affordable when compared to most major cities in the country like Berlin and Munich. Its cost of living is almost 19% lower than the national average, with monthly expenses for a single person at around $1,600 while monthly expenses for a family of 4 can reach up to $3,200 per month. The city provides many opportunities to expatriates looking forward to settle here, especially those who are pursuing a career in the field of technology, arts, and cinema. Additionally, it is a very multicultural and vibrant city as it hosts a rather young and dynamic population, consisting mainly of locals and international students. Number 14. Novi Sad, Serbia. Oftentimes, the most popular hotspot for foreign nationals to reside in Serbia is its capital city of Belgrade. But the city of Novi Sad is yet another great option for expats and young digital nomads looking to settle down in Serbia. Thanks to its high student population, it has a trendy, youthful, and progressive vibe as the local community hosts many cultural events and music festivals. Still, despite the youthfulness, the city holds its old unique charm, full of heritage buildings and ancient architecture, as its main town dates back to the medieval times. Living costs in the city are almost 35% lower than the capital city of Belgrade. Everything, be it rent, eating out, and accommodation, is way cheaper. Number 13. Girona, Spain. Just an hour train ride away from the bustling hub of Barcelona, Girona is a compact city in the northeastern side of Catalonia. With a population exceeding 100,000 people, it is known for its medieval history, high GDP per capita, thriving local economy, stunning scenery, and good connections with the rest of Europe. The cost of living in the city for a single individual comes out at around $1,000 to $1,600 per month. This sum can be even lower if one chooses to reside in one of its old apartment complexes. Recently, there has been a growing number of young students and nomads moving to Girona, mainly due to its easy accessibility to some of the best beaches in the country on Costa Brava. Plus, residents of Girona take pride in their city and are known for their friendly and open demeanor, making it easy for newcomers to integrate and feel at home. On top of this, there is an active expat community in the area, with many retirees from various countries choosing to settle in Girona for its pleasant climate, beautiful landscapes, and rich history. This community often organizes social events and gatherings, making it easy for newcomers to make friends and feel at home. Number 12. Gdańsk, Poland. Gdańsk is a city in the north of Poland, off the coast of the Baltic Sea. It is most well known for its historical attractions such as the Royal Way, historical cathedrals, ruins of old castles, as well as other remnants of the olden days. Apart from this, the city features a ton of cool cafes, boutiques, restaurants, theaters, and many other places for recreational activity. Couple this with the pleasant atmosphere and affordable housing for which the city is well known, as well as a monthly cost of living that is way below $1,300. It is a perfect mid-sized Polish city for those trying to live on a budget. Moreover, it can be a great place for expats looking to work in the IT sector, as Gdańsk is becoming something of a tech city. There are more than 100 of tech and software companies, with plenty of startups on the rise as well. Additionally, anyone interested in nearby Northern Europe will also consider it a great option, since one can get on ferry for a short trip to Denmark or Sweden. Number 11. Riga, Latvia. Set right on the coast of the Baltic Sea, Riga is the capital and the largest city of Latvia. It is the focal point of the Latvia, with almost 50% of the entire country's population residing in its greater metro area. The whole city is split into 6 main administrative districts, all of which showcase their own distinctive atmosphere. The growing tourist industry in Riga is still relatively new to the city, with the country becoming a much more populated destination for expatriates since Latvia joined the European Union in 2004. Settling in Riga is very convenient for international expats and digital nomad, mainly because the literacy rate of the city is very high and English is very common throughout the city. Overall, it is a great place to live in for younger people due to its low cost of living, exciting nightlife, and plenty of job or career opportunities. Besides, the best Latvian universities are located here, and the city hosts the largest cohort of international students in the country. Number 10. Klaipėda, Lithuania. This is the third largest port city in Lithuania, just off the coast of the Baltic Sea where it meets the Dane River. Klaipėda's strategic location makes it a very important geographical and logistics center of the country. This opens many opportunities for people that are employed in the shipping sector, but there are rarely any vacancy available for working expats here. However, the city is perfect for remote workers looking for all the city conveniences on a fraction of the price. The average cost of living here is much lower than one might expect, with the monthly expense for a single individual coming out at around $1,200, including rent, utilities, and entertainment. Number 9. Brno, Czech Republic. This is an ideal city for nature lovers, as it's filled with lush greenery and open working spaces that provide a quiet landscape from the daily stresses of life. Plus, there are 13 universities located in Brno, making it a student hub with people coming from all over the world to obtain world-class university certifications. It is one of the easiest mid-sized cities for young students and remote workers to settle in, as it hosts nearly 30,000 foreigners within and right around the center. The cost of living is a little higher than one would expect from a mid-sized city, but it is ideal for those who are earning their income from elsewhere. A single person can comfortably live here for under $1,400 per month. Number 8. Coimbra, Portugal. Situated in central Portugal, Coimbra was Portugal's medieval capital for more than 100 years and is home to the country's oldest and most prestigious university, the University of Coimbra. As a university city, it offers high-quality living at a relatively lower cost, with average monthly costs for a single individual coming out at around $1,200. Its population of around 145,000 practices very safe living, as the small city has one of the lowest crime rates in Portugal. To top it off, the city also has excellent train links to the rest of the country, including Lisbon and Porto. Number 7. Timișoara, Romania. Timișoara is a city in the western area of Romania with close proximity to the Hungarian and Serbian borders. It is known for its unique architectural style, with the central square being adorned by Baroque buildings with open green spaces to more well-developed structures in its main downtown area. Additionally, it is a fairly safe city, and Romania as a whole is also considered safe. On the contrary, Cost of living in Romania is expected to increase in upcoming years due to the high influx of Ukrainian refugees, but nevertheless, this city is on the western side, so it won't be affected directly. Currently, the average cost of living in the city is $800 per month. While the cost of living is pretty low, the wages are also meager, hence why it is the most popular with digital nomads earning from overseas. Number 6. Kavala, Greece. The city of Kavala is nested in the northeastern part of Greece, in the province of Eastern Macedonia. The countryside, beaches, and traditional neighborhood compose the backdrop of the city, which anyone who chooses to live here can enjoy to the fullest. However, not many people tend to move to the small city in Greece. Only a minuscule amount of remote workers tend to move here in peak seasons. But nowadays, it is slowly but surely gaining traction with lots of development in its tourism sector, offering decent amount of restaurants, malls, and services. The cost of living in the city is also very affordable, and most of its native dwellers live easily under $800 per month. Number 5. Almeria, Spain. Located in southeast Spain, on the sparkling shores of the Mediterranean Sea, the city of Almeria is steeped in history but still has a modern feel. With no shortage of beaches, things to do, world-class restaurants, bars, and shops, Almeria is a destination that is begging to be explored. Often overlooked by retirees and expats, the weather in this part of the country is one of the warmest, as it receives more than 320 days of sunshine per year, so it's an ideal spot for sunseekers. However, be aware, peak summers can get very hot in Almeria, as temperatures can reach up to 30 to 38 degrees Celsius in the month of July. But anyhow, the cost of living in this part of Spain is very low. Even in its main city, a single person can easily reside under a monthly budget of just $1,000. Though, if one factors in all the entertainment options and recreational activities, be prepared to spend over $1,500 a month. On the downside, language might be an issue in this part of Spain, as English is not that prevalent, so basic knowledge of Spanish is a must for those opting to settle in Almeria. Number 4. Bari, Italy. Bari is the second largest city on the country's southern peninsula, as well as the most developed urban metro city on the Adriatic coast. It is the largest port at Italy's heel, with its access to numerous shipping routes, making it the foremost economic center in southern Italy after Naples. The airport in Bari is also quite robust, charting international flights both to European and non-European nations. The city is also quite cheap to live in, considering all that it has to offer, from historic architectural gems, lively city streets, a seaside promenade, and a nice urban beach to countless exploration activities around the old town. Bari has it all. The average cost of living, including rent and all amenities for a single person, comes out at around $1,300. The sum can be even lower if one chooses to reside outside the city center. Number 3. Šibenik, Croatia. With a diverse topography that combines elements of coastal, hilly, and mountainous landscapes, the city features lots of beautiful architecture, historic landmarks, azure blue waters, a majestic green mainland, and delicious cuisine. Its location is perfect for exploring the rest of the Adriatic coast and even all the nearby islands with its frequent ferry links. Also, it's much cheaper to live in Šibenik than any other Croatian city. As a matter of fact, cost of living in Šibenik is almost 60% lower than the national average. The disparity between the cost of groceries, utilities, and restaurants is also much smaller, with monthly costs for a single individual being around $800. When it comes to size, the city isn't huge, but there's still plenty to see and do, especially when you factor in all the beaches nearby. Number 2. Durrës, Albania. Located on a flat plain off the eastern Adriatic coastline of Albania, Durrës is a major city port that is very popular among tourists and nomads alike for recreational activities, sunbathing, and water sports. At a small distance of 24 kilometers from the capital, it is easily accessible to the rest of the European world and is quite famous for its vacation spots. In the last 5 years or so, it has developed a lot in terms of infrastructure, with a wide range of seafront accommodation options, restaurants, and transportation networks, making it a convenient and comfortable place for anyone looking to stay long term. The cost of living here is also quite affordable compared to other similar scale cities in the Mediterranean coast, with monthly expenses for a single individual being around $1,000. Number 1. Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Probably one of the most underrated capital city in Europe. Sarajevo is a fairly developed and thriving mid-sized city to establish a cheap base. In addition to its modern sidings, the city offers a rich culture and history with stunningly beautiful landscapes in the form of mountains and emerald rivers. There is not a high number of people opting to move here, but most expats relocating here try to get employment in one of its international organizations, while remote workers earning from elsewhere thrive here. Overall, a monthly budget of under $800 is more than enough to provide a good standard of life here.